highest world ranking up to 91st. He's already played 3 majors and he's had 19 top 10s on the tour in his career. So welcome, John, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
As we've done on the other little clinics, if you've got any questions, people are starting to ask them, please do. John's obviously a font of knowledge with his short game and the game, so please do ask and we'll get them to John. But we're just going to get him hitting some short game shots around the green, different flags. We're going to talk to him how he plays shots, how he hits them high, low, spin, and then we're going to move into the bunker. We'll do a little bit of a bunker clinic as well, and then we'd like a junior to come up and take him on a 3-shot challenge to again win a prize from Clamp Golf. So, John, let's hit some shots. So mix it about with the flags. Just here's a few, and we'll Adam will throw some questions at you on how you hit these shots. Really.
God, no point me asking about short game, is there? Terrible.
First one nearly went in.
That's fine.
Makes it look so easy.
Oops.
So again, it's interactive, so pop your hand up and I'll come round and ask questions if you want to ask John anything, career-wise, technique-wise.
I'll ask a quick question. So obviously, John's had an unbelievable career to date, but it hasn't been easy, has it? It's been a roller coaster. John broke through, won on the Euro Pro, won on the Challenge Tour, straight onto the European Tour, won on the European Tour. Height of his game, he'll say himself, went down. I've never seen anyone work as hard from back down at stage 1, work back through the Euro Pro, back through the Challenge Tour, and then straight away, after winning 3 times last year on the Challenge Tour, nearly winning the Order of Merit, went on to win straight away on the European Tour, DP World this year, and obviously 3rd in the Order of Merit, so having an unbelievable season. So John, anything you put that down to other than hard work, many changes?
I think hard work, but actually trying to do more sort of skills tests, not just hitting ball after ball, actually trying to be productive, and actually working on the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Not working on something and then it's a bad day and then chuck it out the window and start something else. So that's been the thing that I think that's really made the difference.
So a massive thing there for amateur golfers. How many amateur golfers will put the hand up here and say they go for a lesson, they try it for a week, and they try something else for a week? But John's just said there basically he's found what works for him, or he's believed in his process and what his coaches have worked on, and he's just kept doing it. He hasn't faltered from that process. Would you say that's probably right?
Yeah, and I've had bad days as well. You know, even when I've been doing this, but I sort of think it's correct and just keep falling back to it. I think the worst thing you can do, I've done it before, when I played bad, is you do something for 1 week, have 1 good round, 1 bad round, and you think, oh, it doesn't work anymore, try something different. So I think the key is just to stick with the same process.
Okay. Go on then, John. So hit me far flag, something a bit higher. How would you play it higher? What would you do different?
I tend to lower my hands. I would lower my hands so then I can open the club and it's still flat on the floor. I always keep my weight left. That's something I never change. It's just for contact reasons. And then I tend to let the club, I don't go crazy with it, but I tend to let the club release.
Yeah.
But more keep the face towards the sky. So when I say release, I don't mean like release it like that. I mean keeping the face, cupping it up towards the sky. Yeah.
Okay, so lower hands, obviously, open the face.
Yeah, because I feel like if I stood normally and open the face, then the heel's up in the air. So it's more just making sure the face is flat on the floor is the big key.
Okay. I think one of the big things people underestimate as well is that I think 99% of pros probably play short game shots left-sided.
Yeah, even I think I think the key is because you're wanting to contact the ball first, and I think people think to hit it high, they need to sort of lean back and then you hit the floor and then you've got fats and thins.
Yep.
So the key is, if I could probably hit one where I'll put all my weight on the left hand side like that. You can still hit a lob shot and you get better contact doing that.
Fantastic, yeah, cool. So to then play a low shot to the far flag, what would you do different?
So I'll probably stand a little closer to the ball. So obviously opposite to the high one. If I was like going crazy with it and I'll put it on my back foot, hands forward. But I tend to I'd keep that angle. So I wouldn't change anything. I'd just use my body turn I wouldn't flick the face, no. Yeah. So it would just be, I would personally say that's the easiest way for like amateurs to make contact because you're doing very little with the hands.
I think it becomes difficult as soon as you start using.
Yeah, I think that's more, even for us, isn't it? Like for pros, you're adding a big element of speed.
Yeah.
And I think it's a lot of practice. But you could even for a little lob shot, if you didn't want to do that, you could still have with the ball more central, you could still keep your hands pretty quiet and get enough height.
Yeah. Nice. Favourite part of the game, short game, or tends to be more creative and.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think it's probably the most enjoyable to practice. Like you can do, you can just do a load of different things. Yeah, I probably would say it's in different clubs and stuff. Yeah, so it would be.
Perfect. Cool. Okay, go on then. So I'll give you 3 shots to the left flag, 1 high, 1 low, medium.
Right.
And you've got 15-foot dispersion for the total of the 3 shots. So
Okay.
You can do it.
Oh, good. Right, I'll go low first.
So going low first.
I'll run. Trouble here.
Pretty good. 4 feet, anyone? 4?
5.
5, John says.
Right, I'll go medium.
Mid-flight. Let's see if he can go high now. Nice, he's banked himself a bit of footage there. He's probably got 10 feet to play with.
I'll go really high.
Really high, going lob shot. Big release.
Yeah. A lot of speed as well.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Easy.
Oh,
So
right.
one quick question. One quick question we asked Sam before we take John into the bunker. Best piece of advice for a junior golfer with aspirations to be a professional?
Obviously practice is the first, especially when you're young. When I said but I think just quality of practice is the big thing. I think especially as I've got older, and I think you would say the same, the way training's changed and everything. I think it's doing the right things and doing it consistently is the big key.
And 2 questions, best player you played with, and then the next player to win on tour who hasn't already won on tour.
I would say the best one I played with when he was I guess he is now, Rory McIlroy. I played with him as like an amateur golf growing up. Best player who hasn't won on tour yet.
Someone who's impressed you, who's maybe a young lad or...
I tell you, I think he'll come through very soon. Ben Schmidt, I think he's having a good year already, and I think he's got a chance this year.
Awesome, another Yorkshire lad.
Yeah.
Right, let's go into the bunker.
People shots, long distance, and I'll go with the 56.
Okay, typically 60
Yeah.
degree then. Okay, so pretty tight pin here, downslope, super firm Ganton style. That shot's pretty close, to be fair. Can you get one inside that?
Yeah, I think so.
It's going to have to be soft. Great try.
Maybe not.
So spin's quite tricky out of here, isn't it, I would say?
Yeah, actually this is quite nice sand. You've got to put onto these greens, obviously they're very firm, so short siding yourself and things like that, it's tricky to get it close.
So one thing I would say you see not a lot of when players play these shots is adding loft in backswing. Could you kind of show people how you would?
Yeah, so I
loft?
think I have the club probably compared to most quite extremely open. Yeah, I have the club very extreme, so I almost have it not far off flat on especially for a shot like this. And then I tend to add loft so imagine if I took loft off the club would face more towards you guys. To add it on, I'd almost going back over my shoulder. That helps me then, I can release it and get the ball higher in the air.
If you watch like Miguel and things, they massive cupping of the wrist, haven't they? Here?
Yeah, exactly, and especially for you could probably get away with it less on the further ones, but these ones you've got to do it or you would never stop it.
Yeah. So you've got big release, haven't you, here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same again for
Super.
Keeping the weight on your left hand side again.
Yeah, again, weight on the left hand side is a massive thing here for John, and I think like he's explaining, if you get any weight towards your right side, you're going to hit the sand.
Yeah, if I went the opposite way, I'd feel I'd do that.
Yeah.
And like drop kick it and fat it.
Okay, so we're going to play one more short one, and then we'll play a long one over these guys' heads here.
It's only rock bottom, it's fine.
Oh, that's good. Go on, the last one.
Right, I'll pop it over. I'm trying to get high.
Nice. Yeah, super shot. There's a load of speed there as well. Go on, guys, if you just move around that side a little bit, we'll get him to hit a long one and to see what he does differently. Probably, yeah, that
left one.
Yeah, that left one. They're just over Rob's head. That's our official starter today. He's getting a bit nervous about it. Nice. So probably one of the most hated shots in golf, kind of like a 25, 30 yard bunker shot.
Yeah, so
get closer to the ball.
So for this one, yeah, I do take loft off the club, unless there's a reason I had to fly over something. I don't have my, with that reason I don't have my hands as low, so I'm a bit more normal stud to it. There isn't a great deal. I think for me it's just practice, but then I would say this is where you could use your 56, especially if you, obviously I've given myself a good lie, but if you had something that was nestled down a bit more, and you know it's going to be trickier for contact, the 56 you can sort of get away with the bad contact and it'll release out.
Other than that, just avoid going in bunker.
Yeah, that would be the best advice. Yeah, definitely.
So here's one more long one, and then we'll get a junior in to take a bunker challenge then. Yeah, we'll go for it. Super shot. Okay, any juniors want to take John on out the stand?
There we go.
Here we go. Young man, come forward. Your name is? George. Nice to meet you, George. Where do you play? Otley Golf Club. Cool. Right. 3 shots each.
Which one do you want to go to?
Maybe the mid-range one.
That one there.
Right a bit. We'll give you a practice shot. Is that okay? Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. And you go first.
Go on, you go first. Then John's got to try and you can set the mark.
Decent.
So let the audience be the judge here of who wins this, obviously.
Oh, I nipped it.
It's a spinny one.
It's a warm up though, isn't it?
Ooh, look at that, Nick. That's the warm up then.
Into 3.
Go on, give yourself a nice lie. I would.
Shot.
Oh, lovely. Go,
Go on then.
go.
Good shot.
Nice.
2 more.
Yeah, 2 more.
Oh, lucky.
Oh, it's going to go.
Go on.
Nice.
Shot. Could lose it.
Hazel's getting a bit nervous, I think.
Have a look.
Taking down the number 3 player on DP World Tour right here.
Good shot.
Go on, release.
Good work, son. Good
3
work.
great shots. Nice man. Hand fire. Wait, you're right.
Ooh.
Ooh, get close to the ball. Spin.
We've got a chance here, George.
Got a chance.
Oh,
I think you got me.
Jump in the bunker, let's have a photo.
Well done, George.
Congratulations. Jump, guys, just jump. Go to the back of the bunker there. Get you a big picture.
Same height.
Super, great stuff. So Josh from Clamp, here he goes.
There you go, present then.
A prize for you, young man. Congratulations. So guys, thank you again. Great to have John Parry here. Take the time to be with us.